Archie, what the f are you doing? Real quick before we get started, guys, don't forget the full, uncut, unedited, raw reactions to Riverdale on my Patreon. The link will be at the top of the description, so if you want to rewatch these episodes along with me in their entirety and all of the other episodes from seasons 3, definitely check it out. Otherwise, of course, we'll still be on YouTube, just heavily edited. Other than that, let's get in this episode, guys.
The secrets we were trying to keep. Mine was on the large side. 6'5" to be exact.
Explain it to me one more time. I'm gonna pretend like I believe you idiots for now. I got my hands full finding Hiram's would-be assassin.
I was covering up the death of a wicked man. The tall boy Petite wasn't the only fresh
He doesn't
corpse in
smell
Wartown.
the dead body in there. Bodies start smelling so quick, too. There's no way that thing just doesn't smell.
But if nobody else is asking questions about Claudius's death, why are you?
Because it's black and white and wrong, Dad.
Because there's
Penelope's
no such
been
thing as
killing
coincidences.
people for years, and she's literally getting away with
in
murder.
Riverdale.
I wonder, though, if that's the whole story. Who was there that night?
Are they gonna change what happened right now?
It's not a perfect murder.
Oh shit, do you think Cheryl knows something about it? And maybe that's one of the reasons she hates her mom so much.
She was angry.
I hope he gets back into
Hitting
music.
things made it better.
You need to take your mandatory break. Stop working.
Yeah, you don't have a choice. Archie! Oh my god.
I don't care if you are Fred's kid. You're off my crew. The hell I am.
With Hiram laid up in the hospital clinging to life, there was blood in the water. Nice hat. Good call.
She's so
I've got a
extra.
job for you, Jones. I want you to find out who shot my father.
I feel like it might have been Hermione
You'll
that
get the
did
other
it.
half when you give me their name. My mother. A few
Yeah.
weeks ago, I overheard my parents arguing. It was right before the quarantine. Something about breaking a promise.
Kind of like the format of this episode. It reminds me of season 1.
Consider me your Philip Marlowe. I didn't mind playing detective.
Sorry, ignore
Especially
the
for
bar on the
surprise.
bottom with the
If
school
I'd known
district
then
stuff.
and there where this
It's just
investigation would lead
airing
me.
on the TV right now. I'm really wondering how long it's gonna keep saying the school districts. We get it. Come on.
You shoot your husband?
Excuse me?
Which
I
she was
love
just
my
like, yes.
husband.
And
Did
what
you
of
shoot
it?
him? What were you and Hiram arguing about when Veronica had her seizure?
Well, Mr. Jones, if you
Or maybe
must
you
know,
said you were picking up lunch.
we were fighting because I caught Hiram having an affair. I had been suspicious for a while,
Shocker.
so I had Sheriff Manetta follow him. This was before he got butchered,
Oh, I
of
was
course.
gonna say, what? Why is she still with him? I don't understand. I feel like
who
she's just
she
more
is,
afraid of him than anything.
But he was meeting her regularly at the 5 Seasons.
This does not solve your problems.
I'm out of here.
Fine, take a walk,
Archie.
Archie. Clear your head.
Dude.
While you're out there, think about how you need to shape up.
Everyone's getting so mad at him, but like, he's been through more than what people go through in their lifetime in like a year.
Sweet darling Betty, you've come to pay your respects.
No.
Well, Uncle Claudius was family.
I'm here to
Mourn
eavesdrop.
with us, cousin.
Mourn with us. She don't give a fuck.
Crocodile tears.
I love Banana Rose.
My father hung himself in a barn. Betty, he slipped a rope around his neck and kicked a maple barrel out from under him.
Alright, yeah, I feel like that's not
End of
related to... Because why would Cheryl defend her mom and cover for her mom? She can't stand her mom. I just don't see her defending her mom.
If we're not careful, our next play could be our last.
I don't need you to mob-splain what's best for my family.
Due respect.
Oh, God.
You're not being realistic.
Due respect? You're fired.
I knew she was gonna say that.
Both of you.
Seriously?
Fuck yeah. What a badass. You don't talk to her like that. She won't take it. She's definitely her dad's daughter.
Thanks for coming with me, by the way.
My pleasure. My investigation's on hold until I hear back from Dr.
See, this
Carl
is the
Jr.
Riverdale that I
Turns
like
out
when
there was
they're,
no
like,
autopsy, no
investigating
Claudius.
and doing that type of stuff. Instead of, like, playing the gargoyle game and shit. Doing drugs.
There's a not-so-secret sex club in Riverdale.
This is so
Excuse me.
creepy. A bunch of teenagers going into a sex club. Kink
It's a
club.
Maple Club.
Maple.
She doesn't work here, but I see her around. Try room 311.
I was gonna say that
Why
she
did
didn't
Mr.
help at
Bartlett
all.
make such a push?
I knew it was gonna be her because it's called
What
the
are you two
Maple
doing
Club.
here?
I knew you were an escort, Auntie.
but now you're exploiting other women.
I love what she like condescendingly calls
These
her
women
auntie.
aren't victims, Betty. When I was 8 years old, I was plucked from the Sisters of Quiet Mercy by the Blossom family.
Is that why you poisoned the sisters?
Yeah,
They
that's
sold
the
you
one
to the
thing that I
Blossoms.
do feel bad
Kill those
for
nuns
her
anyway.
about, is that her childhood and what Nana Rose did.
Let me get you a cab.
I'm a paying customer, Reggie. I'll leave when I'm ready to leave.
Dude.
That's not how it works.
Enough crap.
Oh my god, chill.
I know him. He's our friend.
It's okay, I'll go.
No, you'd be so damn rough, holy shit.
You are in free fall, and I am not having it.
Oh.
It's time for a literal and metaphoric cold shower.
Josie!
She's so badass.
See you next week.
So you're saying Clifford may not have died from hanging, but from being poisoned.
I'm saying that Clifford Blossom was already dead when he hung himself.
Damn. Maybe it is accurate. But why would Cheryl cover for her? I don't understand that.
I think you need to channel your anger into something constructive, like music, maybe.
I miss the Archdeacon music.
Or if you're in the mood to hit things. Kevin's dad boxes at the gym.
Yeah, I was gonna say boxing.
I gotta face this head on.
Oh god, he's gonna go kill
There's
her.
one person I still haven't seen since I've been back in Riverdale.
Archie,
That's not what she meant.
I found out that your father and Claudius were making drugs in the new prison and at the Blossom Maple factory, so I told him to shut it down. I even helped him.
I don't
create
know
a
why, but I
distraction
trust her.
so that he could do it quickly and cleanly.
The quarantine, it was a smokescreen.
We could sell it. I already have a buyer lined up. All
Are you
cash
out
offer.
of your
He's
damn
willing to take
mind?
the drugs, the lab, everything.
Okay, so if you get caught too, that makes you just as guilty in something.
Proof that you poisoned Clifford with pufferfish.
It's not
then
really
you'll
proof
go to
that
jail
she
for
did it,
this.
though.
It won't be justice for everyone that you've killed, but it's a good start. You poison people.
Not people, Betty.
Monsters.
Men.
Just
I'm not
men.
admitting anything, but they are the true poison because he caused your seizure. He caused everyone's seizures. Claudius
What?
was running a Fizzle Rocks operation into Sweetwater River.
Fizzle rocks caused the seizures?
No, Betty, the runoff from the manufacturing of the drug. But Claudius had
See,
every
for everybody that
intention
said
of continuing
they wouldn't have put it in the
to poison
water,
town with
they
drugs.
did.
So it was fitting.
For everybody that went off
Poison
on me
bees
for
and
saying that it was
Just because someone
hallucinations
is a
and in the
horrible
water.
person doesn't give you the right to kill them.
Doesn't it? And if you insist on turning me in, I will gladly do the same to you.
Yeah. Fuck. Oh, what the hell? Is that Kelly
That's a
Ripa?
good question.
Why is Kelly Ripa in
Here's another
Riverdale?
one. Why's a water inspector carrying a gun?
That's Kelly
I only
Ripa.
want to talk, Miss Mulray.
So put it down before you break it.
I think he'll hold on
Some
to it
things I
until you
found
put
in
the
your
gun
room.
down.
Here's what I know about you. You're a health and sanitation inspector.
He's
Hey, quite a
playing
bit
with
If you
it.
can afford a place at the Five
Starts
Seasons.
juggling.
I was sent in to help.
Brought in by Hiram Lodge. He also made you
Oh,
write
as
that
if he
letter
would
to
help.
Governor Dooley.
Just get out of my room before I call hotel security.
He should have threw it against the wall. Who is that?
What's that? That can't be.
Is that Sheriff Mineta?
Sheriff Minetta's alive.
They faked his death?
And use your old sheriff's gun.
Did he
All
shoot?
friends will point to
Hiram?
FB.
We're talking about framing my dad. He was trying to bring a sorry chapter in his life to a close.
Yeah, and go to prison for the rest of his life.
I need to talk to you.
It's something at the hospital.
No,
but
it's
you can't go
important.
there. It's a setup. He's very much alive.
Oh my, someone must have made a grave mistake.
Save it, Junior. Who asked you to fake Minetta's death?
Hermione Lodge.
He must make so much money with people paying him off.
I shot Hiram. Hermione came to me. She wanted it done, and I
Wanted to do it.
wanted revenge. And that son of a bitch came this close to getting you killed. I've been biding
Holy
my time,
fuck.
waiting for the perfect opportunity.
I have a confession to make. About Tallboy. Maybe
We
there's a
killed
way
him.
that I can solve both of our problems.
If he's gonna do it, just do it
You
already.
took me under your wing. Taught me to use fear as a weapon.
Like, this is how he's
For a
gonna get
while,
caught.
It worked. I
Maybe it's time I balance the scales.
Just do it already. Stop taking so much damn time. Oh shit. He should have just done it. Instead of giving a whole damn speech to someone that's not even listening. Do it! Do it! Do it! Please. Archie, what the f are you doing? What just happened?
I am pleased to announce that we caught the man who shot your husband.
You did? Who was it?
Gerald Petite, but you might know him as Tallboy.
Oh. They're double crossing her.
Can you imagine that? He died on the way to the hospital.
One step ahead of you.
Thank goodness it's over. And so neatly, too.
I can't believe this is the only recent phallus scene we have.
It's important that the mayor and I both go on the record about what happened. Present a united
So she
front.
can't change her story later
Don't
on.
you agree, Madam Mayor? We should be on the same page.
I don't know why you're so upset.
Yes.
You were trying to double cross him.
You mean Archie?
It's not what you think. But can you handle our heist on your own, bad boy?
No! Are you stupid? Yeah, go break into a prison and destroy a bunch of drugs by yourself. She's gonna say thanks for saving him when he was gonna kill him before.
How is he?
Alive, thanks to you. But Archie, what were you doing
I wanted to
here?
kill him. He probably only killed that person because he wanted to be the one that kills him.
At some point, maybe I could have. But I don't hate him anymore, Veronica.
What? Maybe this means he'll leave Archie alone, knowing that Archie saved him.
If you ever need a friend,
But he's
talk to
double-crossed him before. So I wouldn't surprise me if he does it again.
We've been locked in battle for some time now, huh?
I never set out to be your
Can you
enemy,
just make amends?
Mr. Lodge.
Starting tonight, I propose a truce.
Didn't he do this before last
You'll make a
season,
move
though?
Against me, and I won't make a move
And then
against
just
you.
went back on his
Life
word
for
immediately.
life.
Kill him anyway. Damn.
So what do you plan to do next?
I'm not sure.
Nothing. Because I'll go down for it,
I
too.
thought if I caught her, I would turn her in. I almost feel...
Pity for her. Penelope and I were products of our environment, raised by those who taught us a twisted sense
Yeah,
of
but that
right
doesn't
from
make it
wrong.
okay.
Do you still believe that she's a monster who deserves to be in here?
Maybe it's not all black and white.
I wonder,
It's
Betty,
not.
if one day you'll ever be able to see me in that same compassion.
No, because that is not the same thing. What? No.
Maybe we could, I don't know, if you wanted to jam sometime or...
Are they gonna have them get together? Oh, finally he's
sure.
getting back into music,
Let's do
though.
But you're singing backup.
Might I suggest you offer them a refund? I can't, Veronica. I used the cash from the sale to pay off Governor Dooley to keep our names clean. And now
Sounds
my
like
buyer
personal
is coming,
problem.
Veronica, and they are gonna want blood.
I know Hiram's mistress works for the sanitation department.
He's not the only
Doctor
person that
false
knows,
water
so you
reports
better
for
not
her
hurt
husband.
him.
I see. Last year, Hiram hired Tallboy to take shots at me.
Oh god, it was Tall Boy.
Nearly killing me.
So that's what this is about.
So it's revenge.
Revenge.
Hell
So
yeah,
you
it
could
is.
Run off with Minetta. Live a happy little life
I
together.
don't think it's about Minetta.
You can't tell anyone your father goes down. And that's a promise.
Shit.
So I think
Him and Betty are in bad positions.
we should agree to keep each other's secrets.
Damn. Oh god. That's the thing about this show and like all the characters is they all have dirt on each other. So not like it's not just one person that's in the right. They both have done something that could get them in trouble. Oh no, it's frozen. Did she just kill him? My thing just froze. Well, I'm guessing that she just killed Minetta.
Second half of your payment.
He's gonna feel bad about taking her.
You don't want to know who really did it?
Does she care?
Forget it. Jughead.
She'd rather
It's
not know.
Riverdale.
Yeah. That was a good episode. I enjoyed this episode. Wow. Alright guys, that's season 3, episode 11 of Riverdale. Compared to that last episode, this was way better paced. It was not all in your face the entire time. and just like a bunch of just random shit happening. It all was it was all about the same storyline, but still a bunch of stuff happened. We found a bunch of stuff out. The other Black Hood was Tallboy, and Hiram hired him. FP shot Hiram because Hermione pretty much hired him and said he'd be sheriff if he did. And we found out that Sheriff Monetta's alive. See, like, we found out a bunch of stuff, but it wasn't all over the place. It was all in the same timeline, and it fit together really well. The style of this episode reminded me of season 1, which, in my opinion, is the best season of Riverdale. So I really enjoyed this episode. My computer was, like, freezing towards the end, so it looked like Hermione shot Sheriff Monetta and actually did kill him this time. And I don't know what he said to her right before that, because that's when it froze. But, yeah, it looks like she shot him. Tell me if that's not what happened, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened, because I saw her talking to him and then her shooting the gun. So I think that that's what happened. I love to see Veronica in charge and kind of taking steps to figure some stuff out. And it was cool to see FP kind of double-cross Hermione before she could double-cross him. And it was good to see him and Alice working together again. I just wish we got more of their scenes. But yeah, this was really good. And you know what pissed me off is Archie stood there giving a monologue to someone who was unconscious and couldn't hear him, and then defends him when someone else comes to kill him. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? So I thought he had shot, I guess it was Sheriff Monetta, in the face, because it looked like the person went like this, but I guess he just shot him in the arm, because Sheriff Monetta had a bandage on his arm, so I'm guessing that's, I don't know, I guess it was in the arm. But I don't know, like, that was just so stupid to me that, I don't know, I thought for a second that he had shot Monetta because he wanted to be the one that killed Hiram, but I'm not sure why he would care who does it, and why he would change in a split second, like, change his mind after giving that full speech. And he was, like, pulling the trigger as he came in, so it's just, I just hate how the show does that. Like, they'll have him pining to do something, and then immediately, like, flip on it, and it's just kind of like, I really liked Josie and Archie in this episode. I loved that she was, like, sticking up for him and trying to help him, and it was cool that he decided at the end that he was going to do music again and hang out with her, and I love that. I kind of don't like how Veronica is kind of using Reggie. She knows that he's going to do pretty much whatever she wants, and it's just kind of sad to me that she would have him get involved in that way. But now that they burned all these drugs, her mom is saying, well, I already took the money and spent it, and I don't have drugs to give to the seller. So, you know what? It's your own issue. I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, this episode was so twisted, and instead of... Oh, and then we find out that Penelope did kill all these men, and she kind of is like a killer that kills bad people. And I liked the line with Betty talking to her dad where she says that not everything is black and white, and that's very, very true. There's a lot of murders, and don't get me wrong, like, murder is never okay, but there's a lot of times where stuff like that happens where it's like they killed them because they killed their daughter, they killed them for, you know, like, it's always just like an eye for an eye type of murder, and it's just like, how can you judge that as the same thing as like a cold-blooded random murder? I just personally don't think that you can. And it was really cool, the ending where Hermione goes to talk to Jughead and pretty much says how much stuff that she has on him, so you better not go and tell anybody about it because I got enough stuff on you. And that's one thing that I really do love about this show, is that everything is not, Betty said, black and white. Everybody is guilty in some way. And even the victim isn't always innocent, like she said. Jughead's not innocent. He's done his fair share of things. No one on this show is innocent. So where do you draw that line between evil and bad? Are we only supportive of these people because they're the protagonists in the show? And it just makes you think a lot, because they've done a lot of bad things, and it just, I don't know, I just think that's really interesting for them to bring that up. And there's definitely a blurred line between evil and good in this show, and fantastic. Really enjoyed the pacing of the episode. Like I said, all of the reveals had to do with each other, so it wasn't just like a bunch of random shit being thrown at us from every direction. So yeah, I thought that was way, way better done than the episode before. Probably give this episode, honestly, like a 9 out of 10. I really enjoyed this one. I was really into it, really following along with what was going on, a lot easier than the last episode, and I think this was definitely a step up. Like I said, it reminded me of season 1, and I loved season 1, so if there's more like this in the future, I'm going to be very excited. I think that is pretty much it. See you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.